Putnam.
This is Sam 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 Putnam.
There's one stock that, in my opinion, is about to break out. Tesla chose them as their partner for their home battery solar charging product. If you have solar panels and you have a battery, you have a pretty powerful way to store energy. The ticker is RUN, Sunrun, and let's jump into where to buy it and how to buy it so you don't take much risk. Here is the spot right now. If you go all the way back to late October, you can see that this level is important. 1650, okay? Doesn't get much better in terms of a stock going sideways. You can get in, risk a tiny amount, and have a lot of blue skies up to the upside. And if we look way back, we can see, yes, this stock has gone down. However, look at the volume down here, okay? This volume is a more, even when you adjust for, say, this is 600 million and this is 300 million, the price diff didn't even barely change, okay? Maybe it's a little lower, but that means the amount of money, dollar volume, that this stock is trading is way more, not just the number of shares. That means there's a lot of big money players, even if they're individual investors with big accounts, getting interested in here. And I don't know exactly when it's going to break out, but that's why we don't do options on this channel. That's why we look at shares, low risk opportunity. Now, for the value investors, when do you get in? Well, here's the partnership. Okay, this was over a year ago now, but they could have chose other solar companies. Tesla chose Sunrun, okay? It's a big deal. This is the plan. Sunrun provided the solar installations, okay? And I have to think that there could be benefits outside of just Texas, okay, in the future. It's just like how Tesla is starting their robotaxi rollout in Austin, where the local government is most hospitable to them. It's only going to get bigger from there. There are some companies related to Sunrun that are also important when you're evaluating a $20, $15 stock. They did partner with Lowe's, okay? They didn't just, say, hey, we're going to try it out in Lowe's. They said, hey, let's actually get in hundreds of Lowe's stores, okay? They also partnered with other companies that we have heard of, okay? Edison is a big name in New York, okay? And they actually built New York's largest residential quote-unquote power plant, because we don't generally associate power plant with solar energy, but we are going to be associating those words more and more as AI companies like Meta, like NVIDIA, like Oracle are looking to power their new data centers with solar and nuclear as opposed to coal and natural gas, okay? So these are big deal partnerships. They do raise questions about how much money this company basically needs to attract, but in general, there are market tailwinds with the rate cuts, which were expected, but even still, they came in at 25 basis points, and the market sold off initially and then rebounded. So the sell the news was very short-lived. The market is strong, And there's no slowdown in terms of the amount of new solar capacity expected to be built, okay, over the next near future. This is not a long-term play. If you want to jump in a stock like Tesla, if you want to jump in a stock like, there's a stock that does robotics that I recently mentioned, similar to ChatGPT. Those are long-term plays. Those are going to take time to play out. Humanoids and LLMs are going to take time to play out. Solar energy is here now. There are already tax credits that enabled these solar companies to take off and continue to be profitable. And interestingly, traditionally, a Republican administration is less favorable to solar and more favorable to coal and gas. However, because this administration is so tied into big tech, they're actually more favorable to solar, more favorable to nuclear. We saw these nuclear stocks absolutely explode in the past few weeks. And solar is helped by Jerome Powell's rate cut. I know Jerome Powell has not hiked rates in years, okay? But the fact is, every little tailwind helps. And there's a lot of companies that are just burning money that are around this price range, $15. And this company is actually attracting partnerships like the Tesla one, like the Edison partnership. And if we want to look at other tickers in this category, Solar Edge is probably the most important one to look at. This JKS solar power manufacturer is also important, and NXT is a solar tracker, so you can track the sun as it moves across the sky to optimize the amount of power per square inch you are converting into energy from the sun. First Solar and Enphase are in the same conversation. I do think out of all of these tickers, we could go into depth about the difference between what a microinverter is versus some type of power optimizer, okay? I believe all of these companies have pretty similar offerings. Any engineer who was deep into solar was going to laugh at me for saying that. But they also aren't going to be able to capitalize on these opportunities because they're so embroiled in the product development details and not looking at how investors are responding to these charts. And if you look at these charts, FSLR and SEDGE look pretty similar. If you look at the solar ETF, it looks similar as well. JKS looks pretty similar. And the two best ones, NXT and Sunrun, particularly because of this characteristic where it goes sideways, builds a short base, consolidates, has multiple compressed days consecutively, and provides a small spot to test. If you enter somewhere around the $17 area, see if it moves past 18 with little resistance, and then blows through these bag holders from back in last August, a year ago, you get an excellent idea of how strong this stock actually is versus what we're seeing today. Today, this looks like the one to buy. That's my stock idea. If you like these stock ideas, head over to stockscommunity.com. You can join for $25 for 7 days. ask me, Sam, what is going on with your chart? Is that Robinhood? Is that Webull? Is that whatever I have my money in, whatever your checking account, whatever your investment account, your 401k, your retirement account, wherever your money is and you want to start to invest it in some stock ideas, I'm not here to invest your money. I'm here to come with ideas and show you how to use some of these softwares to pick those ideas. So it's stockscommunity.com. You can see some testimonials on that store page. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that button. You'll get reminded of videos as soon as they come out. And I'll see you in the next one.
This is Sam Putnam.
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 This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.